Welcome to Risk of Rain. You probably heard that there's a new DLC out, Survivors of the Void, and wanted to get into this crazy roguelike third-person shooter published by Hopoo Games. Well, take a good look, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is what peak existence for the DLC looks like. You see, through careful planning, I have become an unstoppable... Just start the review. I haven't actually done a review of Risk of Rain 2, so I think I'll do a quick summary of my thoughts on the game, just to get us all on the same page. Good game! Buy it now, and the cost doesn't matter. For those of you who haven't played this fantastic game, here's the synopsis of the goals and objectives. You play as one of several different survivors and are launched into a strange world where you kill the stage boss while also looting the various items across the levels. You do this until you either become God or die. Good. Now we're all on the same page. Survivors of the Void is the first DLC that I'll be reviewing on the channel, and I've gotta say, content expansions have just as much of a right to have their price evaluated as other releases. So, gosh darn it, we're going to do it. But I think we need to level set. What makes DLC good? To me, good DLC is the addition of content that accentuates the positives of the core game, while also adding novel components that couldn't be experienced prior to the purchase of the expansion. My gold standard for DLC is the Blood and Wine expansion for The Witcher 3 because, you know, they sold a full $60 video game for like 20 bucks. On top of that, they added in new systems that were not available in the core game, while also iterating further on the quality gameplay that is The Witcher 3. So that's our yardstick. Are we getting big value out of Survivors of the Void? Survivors of the Void introduces two new characters in the Railgunner and the Void Fiend. When evaluating both the Railgunner and the Void Fiend, we need to make sure that they brought a playstyle that's novel to the game. If the characters aren't novel, then that means we just paid for a reskin. And let me be clear. Reskins are not big value. The Railgunner is a sniper whose real goal is making sure that you're hitting these crit spots highlighted by the big bulbous red box. Also, you're trying to make sure that you maintain your space appropriately from the tiny ads around you, and you do this by throwing concussion mines that'll knock enemies away from you while you line up your shots. The closest similarity you could make is to the loader, but the loader doesn't give a crap about spacing, or respect, or your feelings. In fact, the loader has about as much planning and discretion as a fat man farting in an elevator shaft, and then blaming the other person. So, outside of them both doing big single hits of damage, they have entirely different ways of achieving their goals. The other new character, the Void Fiend, has a really cool mechanic of form shifting. You're constantly balancing how much void energy you spend, which is represented by this meter shown on the screen. Ideally, you're seeking high uptime on your Kamehameha form. Now, this is the part of the script where I would insert a token Dragon Ball Z joke, but I'm gonna take the high road and not succumb to such lowbrow humor. Though, I've gotta say, this character really should have a big bang attack because he absolutely Evaluating novelty for this dude is easy because I couldn't find anyone who was even close to this planet-busting anime protagonist. Sure, Artificer has flamethrowers, but she doesn't have to manage a form shift meter. This mechanic alone makes the Void Fiend different, but being different isn't necessarily all we need, right? Are they fun to play? Do they stand up to the likes of the rest of the cast? Yes. So, let's talk about item changes. Hopoo brought these cool new Void items that add an additional layer of choice to your runs. These new Void items will corrupt specific existing or acquired normal items to alter their effects. An example would be the crit glasses. If you get the Void glasses, instead of getting critical strike, you get a chance to just instantly kill your enemy. Neat. Depending on when you get the Void item will change how valuable this item is, so it adds a unique calculus to your runs and provides a needed variety to the original build pathing for the game. There are actually a ton of Void items that I won't have time to go through in this video, but I'll throw a link down in the description to Wooly Gaming's YouTube channel. He does some really awesome Risk of Rain content and does great breakdowns of how useful each item is. Currently, the DLC has added a few dozen hours of extra playtime, and I'm still not finished. This has definitely reinvigorated my love for a game that was already good. This is just a high quality DLC, but you know how this works. Are there any bad things? Honestly, not really. There are a few nitpicks, of course. I mean, you have this void zone that can randomly spawn at the end of a stage, and I don't really know what it does. Granted, I haven't put a ton of time into trying to learn what it does, but I did go in once, and inside the zone, there's this big button for me to press. So naturally, I pressed it. And then this happened. I don't know where I'm going. Pardon? What the fuck is that? Eat poison. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, uh-oh, yeah? What the fuck? Oh yeah, now we gonna do. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Uh-oh, ow, 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 this has got a DPS. Oh, no, oh. Oh, fuck, oh. Oh, I'm back, baby. Oh, I'm back, baby. Oh. What the fuck was that? Yeah, not bad, but I had absolutely no idea what I was getting myself into. To summarize, Risk of Rain 2 Survivors of the Void, great DLC. Go buy it. New characters are a lot of fun. New items are really cool. Void Zone, don't press the button. This has been an excellent pickup this year, and I've had a fantastic time playing through a game with all this added content. I'm giving this DLC my full price seal of approval. The value of the game exceeds the $15 asking price, and I'd be willing to pay $20 for this DLC. And hey, if this review helped you to make a purchasing decision or gave you the confirmation bias you needed to win an argument with an online stranger, then throw out a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one.